Oh, we are live. Welcome back to the Clueless Catholic Podcast. We're just getting set up here, so give me just a moment. And we just got done doing Mass at home because the roads are really bad today. Sorry, Michael, you should talk. I'm trying to get set up over here.
What are you trying to set up?
I just need to make sure that everything is working as expected.
I don't know what to say. The roads were bad.
The roads were bad.
And then you turn around.
I know. It was like we were driving 15 miles an hour, I think.
Driving 25.
Oh, you were driving faster than I thought then. That's funny. Okay, so I can find it here. I just want to make sure that, because you know me, I like to mute things. I just want to make sure we're not muted. So we are getting into Exodus 6 through 10. And I was trying to remember where we were last week. And I don't know why that doesn't work. So where we were last week was, let's see, we have the new Pharaoh, and Moses was born and sent away because Pharaoh wanted to kill all babies.
All the male babies.
All the male babies 2 years and younger or something still? Like Herod?
Just
male babies.
2 years and younger. That was Herod.
Oh, that was Herod. And then he sees the burning bush, right?
He jumped forward a lot, but yes.
And then okay, good. And okay, good.
And then,
good. Sorry, I just had to make sure I'm live. Okay. And then what happened? So he sees the burning bush. God talks to him. What else do I remember? I remember Aaron. He had to work through Aaron to help him with speaking with people, since Moses has a speech impediment, right?
yes.
And then the last thing I remember, I know I missed a lot of stuff there, but last thing I remember is that he was telling the people that they needed to go on a 3-day retreat in the desert. If Pharaoh didn't like that. And so he had all his little worker bees that were building bricks to not use straw anymore, so the bricks wouldn't be strong.
There you go.
Okay, so that's kind of where we left off. Bricks are not strong.
Actually, where we left off was a cliffhanger.
Oh, that's right.
Because Moses said to God, why do you continue to treat your people so badly? Why did you send me on such a mission? So he's challenging God. Well, God comes back and he answers him. Now you shall see. Oh, I need my glasses. Now you shall see what I will do to Pharaoh. Forced by my mighty hand, he will send them away. Compelled by my outstretched arm, he will drive them from the land. I am the Lord. As God the Almighty, I appeared to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But my name, Lord, I did not make known to them. I also established my covenant with them to give them the land of Canaan, the land in which they were living as aliens. And now that I have heard the groaning of the Israelites, whom the Egyptians are treating as slaves, I am mindful of my covenant. Therefore, I say to the Israelites, I am the Lord. I will free you from the forced labor of the Egyptians and will deliver you from their slavery. He goes on basically say that he's going to deliver them and he's giving the Israelites his name, because before that he was just God, so it jumps then into the genealogy of Moses and Aaron, and I don't know why they ever put I know why they put genealogy in the Bible, because it's important. I don't know what the importance is in this case. So yeah, I'm going to skip over that part.
But
What?
you mentioned something to me before this, before we went live. Was that part of that
What?
about somebody marrying their aunt?
Yeah, that's not important.
Well, now you said it, now it's sticking with me. So who married their aunt?
Uh, a guy named Amram married his aunt Jochebed, who bore him Aaron, Moses, and Miriam.
Okay, so Moses's parents
Yes.
are nephew and aunt?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And it goes on to say down in the bottom on the footliner notes that later on such a marriage was forbidden in Leviticus.
Well, I would guess so. I wonder why they put that in there. Sorry, guys. There is nobody here. This is daily. Crazy dog.
Titus, get down. There's no one here. Good Lord.
Sorry about that.
All right. So Moses and Aaron then go before Pharaoh. And on the day the Lord spoke to Moses in Egypt, he said, I am the Lord. Repeat to Pharaoh, king of Egypt, all that I tell you. But again, Moses protested.
Oh, he's stubborn.
Yes. He said, since I am a poor speaker, how can it be that Pharaoh will listen to me? And the Lord answered him, see, I have made you as God to Pharaoh, and Aaron, your brother, shall act as your prophet. You shall tell him all that I command you, and in turn your brother Aaron shall tell Pharaoh to let the Israelites leave the land. So Moses and Aaron go before Pharaoh, and why this is in there, I don't know, but it's important, or it's in there, so it must be important. Moses was 80 years old, and Aaron was 83 when they spoke to Pharaoh.
Oh, I didn't realize they were that old.
But well, it's because all the movies show him as much younger.
Mm-hmm.
So then they go to work a sign in front of Pharaoh, and
Not like a billboard sign.
a miraculous sign.
Okay.
So God tells Moses to throw down his staff, and it will turn into a serpent. So he has Aaron throw down his staff in front of Moses and all of his advisors, and it turns into a snake. And then Moses is like, or not Moses, Pharaoh is like, no big deal. I have sorcerers too. And he tells them to do the same thing. So they all throw down their staves, and their staffs turn into snakes. But Aaron's staff eats up all the other snakes.
Oh.
And then turns back into a staff.
What? Why a snake?
Well, I don't know why.
Oh, I didn't know if there
because
was
it was a staff, and that's the most logical
closest
looking
thing.
answer.
Okay. I didn't know if there was some dark meaning behind that.
I don't know. It doesn't say. I've never heard of any dark meaning behind it.
You never had anybody like me question things like that.
I just find it ironic that in the 10 years that you and I argued about the Catholic faith, you always said you don't ask why.
That's true.
Yet, what's the biggest question you ask me when we go through the Bible?
Why?
Why?
I'm older now.
Yeah.
Trying to be wiser.
You've always been older.
Oh, stop. Here we go. I'm 4 years older than he is, by the way.
When she was a senior, I was in 8th grade. Let that sink in.
We didn't meet then. So don't.
I wish we could have.
I don't.
All right. So anyway, the snake swallowed up all of their staves.
The snake had a snack.
And the snake had a snack. You would think that would make Pharaoh go, oh, but no. Just as God foretold, he was obstinate and would not listen to them. So then we get into the plagues.
Wait, say that again.
Pharaoh was obstinate and wouldn't listen.
Oh, okay.
He was stubborn.
Oh, we got another stubborn.
Extra stubborn.
Extra stubborn. Okay.
So then the Lord tells Moses, Pharaoh is obdurate in refusing to let the people go. This is, again, remember, this is done on purpose. God even said, I will harden his heart. That was done to show the people where the power was coming from. That the power to let them go was not coming from Pharaoh. Okay? So he says, tomorrow morning, I want you to go out to the river where Pharaoh is, take out your staff, touch the water of the Nile, and it's going to turn to blood. All the fish are going to die. You're not going to be able to drink the water. They have Aaron stretch out his staff over all the water in Egypt, including the canals, the streams, the wells, and it will all turn to blood.
Okay.
You look confused.
Keep going.
No. What are you thinking?
Is it for real blood, or is it just red like blood?
Well, there are certain groups of people that believe it was just a really bad red tide, which is a type of algae, I think algae, that smells really bad, like blood would, and it would kill off all the fish really quick. We don't know.
Okay.
God's kind of the master of using natural to show his power in addition to just out and out miracles. It just depends on what you think. You know, it could have been blood, it could have been red tide, it could have been something entirely different.
But it was red.
But it was done by God.
Yeah.
That's the part that matters.
And it was supposed to kill things.
It was supposed to kill things.
Okay. That's
Now,
really the important part.
The 10 plagues, most people see as random events. Just 10 things to annoy. They are specifically designed to undermine specific Egyptian gods. I don't know the river god, the Nile god, or the water god in Egypt, but it was done specifically to undermine that god and show the people who has the power here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So Aaron raises his staff, everything turns to blood. Even water in the wooden pails and stone jars. And Moses and Aaron did as the Lord had commanded. And all the Egyptians had to dig in the neighborhood of the river for drinking water, since they could not drink the river water. So 7 days passed, and since the Lord had struck the river, and the Lord said to Moses, go to Pharaoh and tell him, thus says the Lord, let my people go worship me. If you refuse to let them go, I warn you, I will send a plague of frogs over your territory. This is to undermine the fertility gods.
Oh.
Again, it's all with purpose.
So frogs are infertility, a symbol of?
A symbol of fertility.
Oh, a symbol of fertility.
Yes.
Okay.
So Moses and Aaron go to Pharaoh and say, let my people go. If you don't, there's going to be frogs everywhere.
Okay. Nobody's having babies.
Well, that's kind of a literal interpretation, but no, there's frogs everywhere. Again, it's God showing that it's me who has the power, not them.
Yeah.
So Aaron stretches out his hand, or they go to Pharaoh. Pharaoh says, not a chance. Aaron stretches out his hand over the waters, and the frog came up and covered the land of Egypt. But the magicians did the same thing by their magic arts, and they too made frogs overrun the land of Egypt.
How many frogs are we talking about? Sorry.
Well, they're talking about overrunning, so it's probably
there's a lot.
many, yes. Then Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron and said, pray the Lord to remove the frogs from me and my subjects, and I will let the people go, offer sacrifice to the Lord. Moses answered Pharaoh, do me a favor of appointing a time when I am to pray for you and your servants and your subjects, that the frogs may be taken away from you and your houses and be left only in the river. Tomorrow, said Pharaoh. Then Moses replied, it shall be as you have said, so that you may learn that there is none like the Lord our God. So in other words, You tell me when to do the praying, that's when the frogs will disappear.
And he's saying that to whom?
Pharaoh.
Okay. So Pharaoh has to
Again,
pray.
no, Pharaoh is saying it to Moses.
Oh, okay.
Moses is
Missed
saying
it.
back, when am I doing this praying? So that you know that it's God who's taking away the frogs.
I
They're
got
not
you.
just naturally going away.
Okay.
Okay. So after they left Pharaoh's presence, Moses implored the Lord to fulfill the promise he had made to Pharaoh and about the frogs, and the Lord did as Moses asked. The frogs in the houses and courtyards and fields died off. Heaps and heaps of them were gathered up, and there was a stench in the land. You'd think they'd have frog legs.
That would have been my zinger if I would have thought of that.
Barbecue.
Good job.
But, and this is a big but, when Pharaoh saw that there was respite, he became obdurate again and would not listen to them, just as the Lord foretold.
A spite?
Huh?
Did you say there was a spite?
No, he became obdurate again.
Right above that. Read that again.
Respite. Arrest.
Arrest.
The frogs went away.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I wasn't putting two to two together there. See?
All right.
That's why I'm clueless.
Let's see here. Where are we? We're chapter 8, verse 12. So,
That's a big so. Can't wait for this.
the third plague.
The third plague. Okay.
Well, this is action. I told you this was an action movie.
You did.
Rated R. So, thereupon the Lord said to Moses, tell Aaron to stretch out his staff, strike the dust of the earth, that it may be turned into gnats throughout the land of Egypt. They did so. Aaron stretched out his hand, and with a staff he struck the dust of the earth, and gnats came upon man and beast. The dust of the earth was turned into gnats throughout the land of Egypt. Though the magicians tried to bring forth gnats by their magic arts, they could not do so. As the gnats infested man and beast, the magician said to Pharaoh, this is the finger of God. Yet Pharaoh remained obstinate and would not listen to them, just as the Lord foretold.
So what are the gnats to simplify?
I'm not 100% sure on that one.
It's okay if you don't know.
Yeah,
I was just
don't know
curious.
that one, and they don't have a footnote for it. It progresses.
That's a lot of gnats, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we've had fruit flies in the kitchen, and that's bad enough.
Yeah.
And that's only like 4 or 5 at once,
Yes.
and then you clean out the trash and they go away.
Oh, you put some apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, imagine that's just covering everything. And
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's a long time cleaning.
Yeah.
Were they there because the dead frogs?
Huh?
Were they there because the dead frogs?
Maybe. You never know. This is the part I find interesting, that there's not it doesn't talk about the gnats stopping. It just goes directly into the next plague, which is the flies. Again, the Lord told Moses, early tomorrow morning, present yourself to Pharaoh when he goes forth to the water, and say to him, thus says the Lord, let my people go worship me. If you do not let my people go, I warn you, I will loose swarms of flies upon you and your servants and the subjects of your houses. The houses of the Egyptians and the very ground on which they shall stand will be filled with swarms of flies. But on that day I will make an exception of the land of Goshen. There shall be no flies where my people dwell, so that you may know that I am the Lord in the midst of the earth.
Goshen was in Genesis.
Yes. I thought you were going to say it was in northern Indiana.
It is that too.
All right. Anyway, this all happens just like God says. Moses goes to Pharaoh. Pharaoh says no. Poof. There's flies. Then Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron and said to them, go and offer sacrifice to your God in this land. But Moses replied, it is not right to do so, for the sacrifices we offer to our Lord our God are an abomination to the Egyptians. Okay. So there's a footnote here that says the Egyptians would fiercely resent the sacrifice of any animal they considered sacred. Certain animals were worshipped in Egypt, at least as symbols of various deities. So then, if before their very eyes we offer sacrifices which are an abomination to them, will not the Egyptians stone us? We must go 3 days' journey into the desert to offer sacrifice to our Lord our God, as he commands. So Pharaoh's like, here's the deal: you can do it here. Whether or not he intended them to be stoned, we don't know. Fine, Pharaoh then's like, yeah, okay, fine, I'll let you go offer sacrifice in the desert, provided you do not go too far away and that you pray for me. Moses answered, as soon as I leave your presence, I will pray to the Lord that the flies may depart tomorrow from Pharaoh and his servants and subjects. Pharaoh, however, must not play false again by refusing to let the people go offer sacrifice. When Moses left Pharaoh's presence, he prayed to the Lord, and the Lord did as Moses asked. He removed the flies, and no one remained. But Pharaoh once more became obdurate and would not let the people go. So then we go to chapter 9 and the fifth plague, which is the pestilence. Then the Lord said to Moses, go to Pharaoh and tell him, thus says the Lord. We'll shorten this up a little, but I will warn you, the Lord will afflict all your livestock in the field, your horses, asses, camels, herds, and flocks, with a very severe pestilence.
What's a pestilence? A
Disease.
disease?
Yeah. So, of course, Pharaoh says no.
No, get out.
And then God says,
so be it.
There you go.
Okay. I'm noticing a theme
So
here.
all the livestock started to die, but not one beast belonging to Israelites. So then we go into the sixth plague. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, take a double handful of soot from the furnace in the presence of Pharaoh, and let Moses scatter it towards the sky. It will then turn into a fine dust over the whole land of Egypt and cause festering boils on man and beast throughout the land.
Ow.
Yep. So they didn't in this section they didn't even ask Pharaoh to let the people go. They just did it.
Oh,
Um,
he was going to say no anyway.
Probably, yes. So there were boils on the magicians, no less. And then we go into the seventh plague, which was hail. Early tomorrow morning, present yourself to Pharaoh, says the Lord. Let my people go worship me. And he says no. Or this time I will hurl all my blows upon you and your servants and your subjects, that you may know that there is none like me anywhere in the earth. So this one's a longer chapter. All right. Moses then says, or Aaron says to Pharaoh, will you still block the way for my people by refusing to let them go? He says, I will rain down such a fierce hail as none has ever been seen on Egypt from the day the nation was founded until this day. Therefore, order all your livestock and whatever else you want to have in open fields to be brought to. This is God saying to Moses, bring him in for shelter. So he stretches out his hand, and hail. What?
Your hand's in your face.
That's all right. That's good. Here we go. Only in the land of Goshen there will be no hail. And Moses stretched out his staff towards the sky, and the Lord sent forth hail and peals of thunder. Lightning flashed towards the earth, and the Lord rained down hail upon the land of Egypt. The lightning constantly flashed through the hail. Such fierce hail it had never been seen in the land of Egypt since Egypt became a nation. It struck down every man, beast that was in the open throughout the land of Egypt. It beat down every growing thing and splintered every tree in the fields. Only in the land of Goshen, where the Israelites dwelt, was there no hail. So Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron again and said to them, I have sinned again. The Lord is just, and it is I and my subjects who are at fault. Pray to the Lord that we have had enough of God's thunder and hail, and I will let you go. You need stay no longer. Moses replied, as soon as I leave the city, I will extend my hands to the Lord. The thunder will cease, and there will be no more hail. Thus you shall learn that the earth is the Lord's. But you and your servants, I know, do not yet fear the Lord. So, yep, they go out. All the wheat and the barley, everything was ruined, and Moses left his presence, did as he said he would. And then, of course, Pharaoh, seeing that the rain and hail and thunder had ceased, sinned again. He became obdurate and said he would not let the Israelites go. So,
Boy,
chapter what?
he's just not moving.
No. Again, it's all to show the power of God. The eighth plague is the locusts. So basically, it's the same cycle. He goes to Pharaoh, says, let my people go. Otherwise, I'm going to let these locusts come down and eat everything that wasn't destroyed by the hail. Pharaoh says, no. Moses says, okay.
And there's
they
the locusts.
come. And here come all the locusts, and they eat up all the grain and everything that wasn't destroyed by the hail.
Aren't locusts like similar to cicadas? Are they the same thing?
No, they're similar, more similar to grasshoppers. They're like very big grasshoppers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because there was that one year where we had like a whole bunch of cicadas and everybody was like freaking out. Do you remember?
About every 17 years, yes.
Yeah.
So
we don't have to worry about the cicadas, guys.
Yeah. So then Pharaoh brings Moses and Aaron before him and says, fine, you may go worship the Lord your God, but how many of you will go? Moses is like, young and old must go with us. Our sons and daughters, as well as our flocks and herds, must accompany us. That is what a feast of the Lord means to us. Lord, help you, Pharaoh replied. If I ever let your little ones go with you, clearly you have some evil in mind. No, just your men can go and worship. Again, he's making headway, but he's still being stubborn about it.
Mm-hmm.
So then we go into the ninth plague, which is darkness, and this one I do remember is to undermine Ra, which is one of their chief gods.
Oh.
Okay. Then the Lord said to Moses, stretch out your hand towards the sky, that over the land of Egypt there may be such an intense darkness that one can feel it. So Moses stretched out his hand towards the sky. There was a dense darkness throughout the land of Egypt for 3 days.
Oh, this is where the 3 days darkness comes from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Men could not see one another, nor could they move from where they were for 3 days. But all the Israelites had light where they dwelt. Pharaoh calls Moses and Aaron, says, go worship the Lord. Your little ones too may go with you, but your flocks and herds must remain. So he's trying to make sure that he keeps the Israelites under his thumb in some way, shape, or form. Moses replied, you must also grant us sacrifices and holocausts to offer up to the Lord our God. Hence our livestock must go with us. Not an animal must be left behind. Some of them will sacrifice to the Lord our God, but we ourselves shall not know which ones we must sacrifice to him until we arrive at the place. But
Did they take the frogs with them? Sorry.
Oh, Lord. So, but the Lord made Pharaoh obstinate, and he would not let them go. Leave my presence, Pharaoh said, and see to it that you do not appear before me again. The day you appear before me, you shall die. Moses said, well said, I will never appear before you again. And that's the end of the chapter.
He'll never appear to...
You'll see.
Who again?
Pharaoh.
Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't want to sound stupid, so
there we go.
That's the end of it, and then what?
It's not the end of the plagues, but that's the end of the chapter.
And we're at the 9th plague?
10th.
The 10th plague.
Which is the big one.
Oh, so you're leaving me with another cliffhanger.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
But all of this is to pave the way for Passover. All of Passover is to pave the way for
Jesus.
And the
Resurrection?
Eucharist.
Okay. I'm like, I don't know where you want me to go with this one.
You'll see.
Oh, yeah, Passover. Duh, Karen, come on. Don't be silly.
You can't help it.
I can't help it sometimes. You were talking about the flies, and I got stuck on the flies a little bit because in Amityville horror movies.
Oh,
Remember?
no.
Did you ever see that?
No, I
Oh.
don't watch horror films.
I don't usually either. I don't remember why that one sticks with me. Something about the flies. I don't remember why the flies were there. I think there was like a big like hole in the ground in the basement or something for evil to come up. I don't know. That was like, I don't remember. I was young. I don't remember too much about that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, good morning, Terry. Yep, surprise, we are live just because we can't get out of the house. Well, we can. It was just the roads are really bad. So we had to turn around and come back, and I thought, well, let's just go live real quick and see how we do. So
Yep.
I don't know when you hopped on, but you missed it. So anyway, so now we're at 9 plagues in Exodus. And and Pharaoh's not budging. Well, he's starting to budge a little bit. But is it in here where this is where they part the sea?
Eventually.
Okay.
Not during the plagues.
Not during the
That's
plagues.
after Pharaoh lets him go.
Oh, that's right. Because he did end up letting. See, I know, I remember some things. I don't remember a lot of things.
Because you watched The Prince of Egypt.
I like that movie. That's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
I was trying to remember though before we went live when I did my little synopsis of last week, my summary. But the you mentioned Moses going into the basket, right?
Yes.
And the basket was made of, I wanted to say papaya, but that wasn't it. What was it called?
Papaya is a fruit.
I know.
Papyrus.
I was close.
Not really. Maybe the word was close.
The word was close. But then I got to thinking.
Oh.
So Moses travels in the water and he gets over to, I forget her name. That
Pharaoh's daughter.
Pharaoh, did she have a name?
I think so, but I don't remember it.
Okay. Anyway, where I was going with this, then they take Moses back to his mother for nursing, which that blows my mind. So in my mind, if this is where he got dropped off, did he just go right there? Like, was it just a few feet? Are we talking miles? It's in my head. He just went.
Why does that matter?
I don't know. I was just stuck on that. Like he couldn't have gone far.
Oh my goodness.
He couldn't have gone far, right? For him to take back. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm off track again. But
yeah. Way off track.
and now we've got locusts and flies and frogs and
oh my.
Oh my. Good times. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Nothing else today. I can't think of anything else today either. I'm just gonna sit here thinking about flies and frogs. The frogs came before the flies.
Yeah.
Because that was like the frogs would eat the. Okay.
The frogs came first.
Frogs came first, and then they died.
Yes.
Okay.
So no, the frogs aren't going to eat the flies. I know where you were going.
It's like that one song where what is it? There was no lady who lived in a.
No.
No.
You're thinking of the old lady that swallowed a fly.
Yeah, that one. That's what was in my mind.
But you were saying the old lady who
lived in a shoe. Clueless.
Who had so many children she didn't know what to do.
But she swallowed a fly.
No.
Okay, we're gonna end here. And
we ended a while ago.
I saw my sister, so I had to keep going for a minute. All right, friends, we will see you next week. I don't know what time. I'm just we're just kind of doing this off the cuff at the moment, so we'll see if we get snowed in next week again. It might be earlier. So all right, everybody, see you next time. Have a good day.